HooHooHooRobin.
The Opie and Anthony Show. Today's episode, Recipe for Murder. M-M-I-V. The Opie and Anthony Show, Act 1. Opie and Anthony Show. Today's episode, Eat, Drink, and Be Murdered. With special guest star Robert Conrad.
A Quinn Martin production.
A Quinn Martin production. Opie and Anthony, today's episode, Hide and Go Murder. M-M-I-V. Epilogue.
We're not at the epilogue yet.
All right, that's during What Did We Learn?
Yeah, the epilogue will be What Did We Learn?
Opie and Anthony Show. Today's episode, Hickory Dickory Murder. God.
Yeah, welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. It's the O&A virus spreading across America thanks to XM Satellite Radio. And we want to say hi to everyone that got their XM radios turned on overnight.
Turn it on.
And by the way, let's put an end to this. We are not moving back to afternoon radio. We did it. We kicked serious ass. Yeah. And we're moving on with this new venture, okay? People are begging us at times to move back to afternoons. We're just not going to do it. I'm
one of those people begging. Believe me.
Honestly, our lives would be a lot better.
Yeah.
But we already did that, and it just doesn't make sense when you're doing a national radio show now.
Right.
Because, we're known on the East Coast big time. Big effing time. Mm-hmm. But the whole West Coast is now listening to us as well, okay? Right. And you can't, if we're doing afternoons in the New York time zone, you can't give the West Coast a show that's 24 hours old in the morning. You just can't do it.
Doesn't work.
So let's stop the discussion. We're here to stay. We want to make this work. Plus, we're kind of sleepy in the morning, and a lot of crazy stuff comes out.
A little punchy.
Yeah, like this freaking recipe for murder stuff.
Opie and Anthony Show. Today's episode, Stop in the Name of Murder. A Quinn Martin production. Opie and Anthony on after Cannon on CBS.
Yeah, we got in here early. We were getting the show together and just started talking about the old TV programs.
The old TV shows. Don't you miss them sometimes? I was just noticing everyone has to be beautiful on TV these days. And we brought up Cannon for some reason, and then Kojak. And Opie said he caddied for Telly Savalas.
I caddied for Telly Savalas. I don't even know, man. I guess probably in the mid '80s or something like that.
Give me a putter, baby.
He came to the Huntington Crescent Club, and the guy was missing all sorts of parts off his body.
Yeah, but it didn't matter back then.
Supposedly he had a fake ear on the show.
Yeah, they put a fake ear on him, and it was missing like a finger or something, piece of his finger.
He was missing a couple digits.
Couple of digits?
I think so, and I do remember seeing like no ear.
Hey, Caddy, look for my ear in the woods over there, huh? Come on, baby.
Yeah,
Who loves you, baby? Where's my golf ball?
He was playing golf and sucking on the lollipops, and yeah.
Oh, his trademark lollipop.
Oh yeah, and he would walk to his ball. Where's my ball, baby?
He had a big Aaron Neville mole on his cheek and stuff, and he was like one of the hottest stars in Hollywood.
Yeah,
the guy was all over television.
Yeah,
you couldn't. Oh, there you go. Kojak. A Quinn Martin production. MCMLXXII.
What?
You always got to figure out what year it was.
That would be 1970 something.
Tonight's episode, Recipe for Murder. With special guest star, Charo.
Charo.
Coochie girl. Yeah, Kojak would walk into a nightclub and she'd be performing, and she'd have to help Kojak find the clues.
And Kojak got all the babes, even though he was a mess.
Oh, he'd walk into some of those clubs to like get some info from some informant or something, and the girls would come up, "Hey, Kojak," and "Hey, baby," he'd be hugging them, and like, oh, like he would talk to my mole, and I'm gonna talk to this woman over here, baby. A Quinn Martin production. They put them all out. Mannix.
Mannix, oh
Mannix
my God.
was the private
Yeah,
investigator.
yeah.
It was like $100 a day plus expenses. Whoa. Fucking expensive guy. And Cannon. The big fat guy Cannon, and the opening sequence wasn't believable. He's running around in the hills of California with his little 6-shooter chasing some guy. Cannon's not catching anyone. And then I kind of liked it because
he had
was
the first portable
guy,
phone,
right?
Yeah.
First car phone ever, and I thought it was the coolest thing. And it was a phone with the little spindly cord like you'd have at home that went into the hump in the middle of his console, and he'd pick it up and go, "Mobile operator, get me Klondike 51350." Right away, Mr. Cannon.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't make a call. He couldn't just dial a number. "Mobile operator, I need 555-8383.
What was bigger, Cannon's phone or the little doggy company's satellite radios?
Ooh, good question. I have the Cannon satellite radio. It's huge. Oh, is that the Cannon theme? They'd be playing this music, and it's a whole montage of scenes on the screen of him running, chasing, and even womanizing. You love my fat, don't you?
Back then, you didn't have to be pretty to be on TV.
Now, you gotta look like the cast of the OC or Smallville or something in order to be on television. That's why poor little Jimmy Norton doesn't get all the parts that he should get. He's a great little actor, but perhaps, people like me and Jimmy, you just can't get on television.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not that good at acting.
What was that other show? I was talking
McMillan and Wife?
McMillan and Wife. A Quinn Martin production. There's a nice name. That's the good old days, right? McMillan and the bitch he has sex with. Just end wife. McMillan and the girl he's with tonight. McMillan and still friends. McMillan and ex-wife, but still on good terms. A Quinn Martin production. Or Banacek. Banacek. What was the pitch meeting for that show? Okay, it's going to be great.
Wait,
this guy works for an insurance company.
Hold on, I got to go backwards. Wasn't Rock Hudson McMillan?
Yes, he was.
Ah.
Gay guy. And he was always, very loving with Susan St. James, who was wife. She played wife. And they would solve crimes together. Ugh, what a nightmare that would be. What are you doing? It probably started out, why aren't you home yet? I'm working. Why can't I come along with you?
Right. She probably didn't believe him and had to tag along.
I'm McMillan. I'm a cop. I got work to do.
I'm the guy.
I'm your wife.
I'm the guy.
I should be by your side supporting you and solving crimes.
Ugh.
One of these days you're going to turn me gay, woman. I'd rather have AIDS than take you along. Oh, I do?
On tonight's episode, watch McMillan's T-cell count drop.
McMillan and wife try to track down his T-cells. Tonight's episode, butt sex for murder.
For murder.
Banacek was, what was his name? The actor? Can't remember.
That would be George Papard.
George Papard, who later went on to the A-Team. Yes, George
And
Papard.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
And Breakfast at Tiffany's, yes. George Papard was Banacek, and the plot was he worked for an insurance company, and he would go around trying to find missing insured stuff. What a great show. Always with a drink and a cigar. And he'd put on his gloves and try to track down, like, missing boxcars and missing vases. That was insured for $1 million. My company doesn't want to pay for that. I'm going to track it down. I believe you had it stolen. And the whole episode is him tracking down some merchandise that was insured by his company.
Yeah.
Oh, who's watching that? Banacek.
A lot of people did back in the day.
Oh.
What about
Ode to a missing armoire. MCMLXXIV. That's 70. That was made in the 1800s, I think.
Yeah.
How is that possible? Banacek was made in 1882.
We didn't even know we were going to do this today. We just were goofing around before the show.
I loved it, though.
Well, when you said recipe for murder.
Recipe for murder. With the cheesy graphic. Now it's all about Flash, you know? You watch a TV show, the opening credits get awards now. Because they're all done, it's a CGI and very flashy. That was like typewriter-written stuff superimposed on bad stuff they cut out of episodes. It was all shaky. You know, you'd see the recipe for murder, and it's shaking on the screen. What does that say? What? Loved it. Grew up watching all that Quinn Martin crap.
Let's go to Jim in North Carolina.
The streets of San Francisco. And there's a guy, Carl Malden, who just did not belong on TV.
Another guy that didn't belong on TV.
Big alcohol-ravaged cauliflower nose. Oh, then Michael Douglas was on that one. That was his first big break before he started hitting colored people in the balls with golf balls and laughing about it on the golf course. The streets of San Francisco. Tonight's episode, faggot murder. Come on, San Francisco. MCMLXX Bam V
1975.
Running around the streets of San Francisco solving gay crime. Cross-dressing murder. All the groovy music.
Solving gay crime.
Gay crime in San Francisco. Tonight's episode, Michael Douglas goes undercover in a bathhouse to find the killer of gay men. In Get Me a Towel, I've Been Murdered. Tonight's episode, I left my murder in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah. Let's say hi to Jim in North Carolina. Go ahead, Jim.
Hey, what's going on, O&A?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, originally from Jersey, I'm a Marine stationed down here, but glad you guys are back on the air.
Oh, cool, bro.
Hey, remember Vegas with Dan Tana?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he had a bunch of shows. At
Yeah.
Vegas. What was the one where he was in Boston?
Oh, that was Ben's got the squirts today, so
Spencer for hire.
hear it now.
our Boston
Spencer.
connection's not here.
Right,
Spencer for hire.
Right.
With the black eye hawk. Spencer! Spencer for hire.
All right, thank you, Jim.
Hey,
Oh, yeah, Bob's got one of my old favorites.
Bob
Used to
in
watch that.
Jamestown.
Literally, old favorites.
good morning, boys.
Good morning. Good morning to
Hey,
you.
Jimmy.
Hi, fella.
Hey, Barnaby Jones, you haven't mentioned it.
Barnaby Jones. That's a great pitch, too. I'd love to be in the pitch meeting for that. Yeah, there's how many detective shows are on now? There's 87 on all the networks. I got one more. But the guy's 80 years old. What about a detective who's 80 years old? What? Yeah, Barnaby Jones. Barnaby Jones, the geriatric gumshoe. Tonight's episode, I'd love to catch the murderer, but my prostate's inflamed. Barnaby Jones, MCMLXX-BI.
1971.
Very early in the decade, 1971, Barnaby Jones. Act 1. Barnaby. What was his son's? Oh, he didn't have a son. He was a nephew. Jebediah Jones. Because that was because you got to get like a young guy in there to get the chicks. To get all the little hippie chicks of the day that were biting into hot dogs and screaming because they were talking back to them.
Another guy that looked like he shouldn't be on TV.
Yeah. You're putting an 80-year-old guy on television running around.
Yeah.
Another guy running around chasing young hoods. And he's 80 years old. Yeah. Old guy. Barnaby Jones.
And the bad guys are always the same guys on all the shows. You'd have like John Cassavetes or that dude from The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Man from U.N.C.L.E.
That guy, I forget his
Robert
name.
Vaughn.
Robert Vaughn, exactly.
Tonight's guest star, Robert Vaughn.
That's my brother Darren, by the way. The
tonight's
king
episode,
of useless information. It's ridiculous what he remembers.
Hairpiece for Murder, starring Robert Vaughn. Comb-over or murder. I love those shows.
I can hear the murder thing all day now.
That's every episode.
Just all day, just come up with another one.
Very
please.
original. Oh, which one's this?
I don't know this one.
This says the girl from Uncle, not the man from
Oh, jeez. Thought I was gonna hear one of the classics.
The girl on her uncle. That stinks. Was that an actual TV show?
Yeah.
Barnaby Jones.
Let's go to Wayne and
Tonight's
PA.
episode, was
Hold
it
on.
murder or did I just forget?
Wayne, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hey, you're missing one. Don't forget Hawaii 5-0 there. Book 'em, Dano.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was another
Hawaii.
one when they had those stupid car phones there. It was like a receiver from a rotary phone there. Just yanked it out the window.
Yeah, they would pull like regular phones and they'd be in their car talking on the phone. But as a kid, it was like, this is the coolest guy ever. I used to think Mannix was like the coolest guy ever. Detective, womanizing, kind of drinking, smoking, and that $100 a day plus expenses. It's just like, God, he's raking in some heavy-duty cash. Beginning, he's running across that bridge. Someone's chasing him. Not afraid to run, Mannix. Mannix. Run away for murder. Oh, yeah. Real jazzy. They'd always end up trying to get information in those lounge-like, lowly lit clubs with the red candle on the table and the big button-tuck red couches. They'd sit down with the martini. Spill it. Spill it. All right, Mannix, yeah, I was there, but I didn't do it, I swear. Right. All right, you lousy hood, go, take a walk. He's got enough info. Well, what time is it? 3 o'clock, I made $100. I can go home and go to sleep now. Mannix. Barely ever worked. He's on the job like 2 hours a day. That's enough. I'll solve the murder tomorrow on Mannix. MCMLXX. VI.
1976.
Oh, very good.
You also had Harry O, which was like a Mannix light.
Harry O.
Yeah.
Right. And that was, what the hell was his name?
David Jansen.
David
He
Jansen.
died early from.
Yeah.
He probably lived a life when he
Lived
was
the
off
life he
the
was
air.
portraying
Yeah.
on television. Yeah, David Jansen from The Fugitive.
Scott in Ohio. What's up, Scott?
Hey, what about Beretta?
Yeah, well, that's kind of how we originally started talking about this before the show even started.
That's right, because Robert Blake.
3 years after he allegedly killed his wife, woman there, he's still in jail, and now they're just picking a jury, and we were saying, what the hell happened to a speedy trial? If this isn't a case of being denied your constitutional right to a speedy trial, 3 years. And no one's talking about that. It's not anything I read in any of the news reports. Why can they hold this guy for 3 years before bringing him to trial? Unbelievable. Gotta let him out.
Not a flight risk. Where's he going to hide? Everybody
Where's
knows who he is.
Beretta going? Where's old Beretta going? Young Beretta might have fled. Come on, I'm leaving with you, Rummy. The old Rummy.
Yeah, that's how that started.
Yeah. Oh, I loved Beretta. I used to watch that every week. Keep your eye on the sparrow.
You remember that?
When the
There it
Sammy Davis.
Yeah, babe.
Oh, Sammy sung this?
Yeah.
Don't go to bed.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
No price on your head. No, no.
Should have taken the advice of his song before he shot his wife.
Don't do the crime if you
Can't
can
do the time. Yeah, groovy. Big Afro black people on the show.
On the sparrow.
That is cockatoo. Fred. Yeah.
It's narrow.
MCMLXXV IIIV.
Where can I go?
No,
That's just III.
Don't
III.
would work, sure.
Stupid Roman numerals. Why didn't they just put the date at the bottom of it?
All right, that ends Act 1 of the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony, Act 2 coming up.
Robin, Robin,